Hello again, guys. I'm back. You know what time it is. It's time for another Blu-ray update. That's right. In the past couple weeks since my last video, I picked up quite a good bit of titles. I think I got about 18 movies here, or maybe, pretty close to 20. Pretty close to 20. So, been picking up a lot of stuff lately. So, got a pretty decent haul to go through today. I'll try to make this as fast as possible. I don't want to go too long with this, so let's get right into it. So these are in order from when I picked them up. So first I went to Walmart and picked up another one of those steel books they had. I know, I had to go back and get Fight Club. That's right. Very, very nice design on that. Now I do already own this movie. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just trade that one. But this was I think this was $13. I want to say, yeah, I'm pretty sure it was $13. So, pretty good deal on that. And then I'll just go ahead and trade the Blu-ray that I had, because I had to have this steelbook. It's a very, very cool design. So, let's see if it has interior. Ooh, it does have interior. Look at that. That's very nice. The scene where they're, hitting golf balls in the alley. Very good movie. Haven't seen it in a long time, but I'm going to rewatch it very soon here. So, happy to get that. Then I went to Second and Charles. I'm so excited about what I picked up at Second and Charles. This was $12. Very good deal. I got Family Guy Season 12. Finally, I have completed my Family Guy collection. Yes, please. Round of applause for me. I completed my Family Guy collection. Well, minus the Star Wars Blu-rays. Those are the only two things I need, is 2 of these Star Wars Blu-rays. But as far as the seasons go, I now have all of them. And as I said, Season 12 is my least favorite season. But it's funnier than I remember it being. For some reason, I just remember... I remember when Season 12 was first, when it was the current season. I remember watching it and thinking, what has happened to Family Guy? I remember feeling so disappointed and thinking that Family Guy was dead. And we're in the era where The Simpsons is currently, where, the characters are just lifeless and it just feels like the show is just dead. And, it's like that meme where from The Godfather, where Vito Corleone is saying, look how they massacred my boy. Look how they massacred my boy. Yeah, that's kind of how I felt at the time. But I rewatched it. I've been watching this a lot lately, and it's actually a lot funnier than I remember it being. I don't know. Maybe just when I first saw it, I was just in a really shitty mood, and just, I don't know. But it's a lot funnier than I remember it being. But this is the season where they killed off Brian, as I'm sure you can tell from the cover. And I think that had something to do with it. I think that's kind of why I didn't like it at the time, because, I didn't really agree with them killing off Brian. But luckily, they brought him back like 2 episodes later. So, there you go. No surprise there, right? They weren't actually going to kill off Brian. That would be amazing. Okay. So, went to Best Buy. Went to Best Buy for a specific title. I was going to pick up The Hangover Steelbook. Been waffling on getting this for a while. I don't know. It's... because I do have the Hangover trilogy, and I gotta be honest, I'm a fan of the whole trilogy. I know most people just like the first one, and then they hate the second and third, but I don't know, I like the second and third. Fight me. I don't know. It's, I think, they're definitely nowhere near as funny as this movie, and, part 2 is kind of just using the same exact formula that they did from this movie. There's a lot of criticisms that I have, but I still enjoy them. I still watch them, so I don't know what to tell you. It's... there are a lot of criticisms with the sequels, but I still watch them. That's really all I can say. But this movie is absolutely hilarious. Just very, very good comedy. One of my favorites, so had to pick that up. This was $10. And then, sitting right beside it, I found Part 2 Steelbook. Now, they had this at Second and Charles, but it was very scratched. It had, like, cat scratches, like, all over the steelbook. And so I didn't... I kind of wanted to get it, but I couldn't do it with those scratches. But I found it at Best Buy. Didn't think I was going to find it, but I did. And this was also $10. Very cool artwork. And, you know, just... I don't really have much more to say. Just, I like the movies. I enjoy them, so there you go. Then I picked up something very cool. Pet Sematary. This was $13. The 30th anniversary. It has this really cool slipcover. Really, really cool design. That was kind of... I saw the slipcover, I picked it up, and I thought, you know, I haven't seen this movie before. I have not seen it. But, you know, Stephen King adaptation, love him, and I've heard pretty decent things about this movie. I've heard it's a pretty decent flick, so, and, yeah, it's the 30th anniversary, that's why it has the slipcover, but it has some new bonus content for the 30th anniversary, so figured it'd be worth it to go ahead and pick that up. And also, the new one just came out. I haven't seen the new one yet, but maybe I'll... you know, check that out once it comes out, and then, you know, obviously I want to see the original first. Okay. So then I went to Walmart one night, had to pick up some groceries, and I had to walk from the grocery side of the store to the other side, and I passed by the Blu-rays, and I decided to take a second to look in the $5 Blu-ray bin, which I never do, honestly. It's interesting to me, the Blu-ray bin at Walmart used to be a $7.88 bin, and that I never looked in there because $7.88 is a very unattractive price point when we're talking about Blu-rays. $7.88 has to be one of the most unattractive price points for Blu-rays ever. I mean, that's a very horrendous price point. But $5, that's perfect. That's what it should be. $5 Blu-ray bin. And I know there's actually some pretty good titles in there. I'm going to be going back and looking in there more because they had some really good titles in there. They had Casablanca. They had I don't really remember what else. It was a little while ago, but so I picked up Neighbors. I hadn't seen this movie yet. It really blows my mind that I hadn't seen this yet. I remember when the trailer was first released, I watched it and I was so excited for the movie. I thought it was going to be great. And then I never watched it. I really don't know why. I don't know what happened. I just completely forgot about it, I guess. I never watched it. But I watched this the night that I bought it. I was so excited to watch it. And this is really nice. It has these... Well, I don't know, but this is like my favorite type of Blu-ray case. It's really sturdy. Not the Eco cases, you know, just very nice Blu-ray case. But anyways, I watched it the night I got it. Hilarious movie, very funny. Kind of want to see the sequel. I'm not sure, but I might see it at some point here. But yeah, just very funny movie. So really glad to get that. SpongeBob movie, Sponge Out of Water. Haven't seen this movie yet, but I've heard pretty good things. This actually has pretty good ratings from the critics. So you know, I'm a big SpongeBob fan. I have the first movie, so I figured $5. I'll go ahead and check it out. Plus, it has the slipcover. So, you know, slipcover is always, you know, as you can tell. I'm a big fan of slipcovers. I don't know. Don't get me. I love the steelbooks. You know, I love the steelbooks, but slipcovers are just so nice. I don't really know. Slipcovers are just great. They really, I don't know. Anyway, so this was I think this was 2 days ago, I think, I got this stuff. So I went to Target, and I picked up two things. When Harry Met Sally for $5. This is just a very good movie. I hadn't seen this in a long time. Very good movie, very funny. You know, it's a really, I don't know, it's a really endearing, it's a really heartwarming movie. You know, it's a really relaxed movie. You know, when I watched this, I bought it and I watched it the night that I bought it. And at the time, the night before, I had gotten about, I think, 4 hours of sleep. So I was extremely tired throughout the whole day, and I decided, I was trying to think of what movie to watch that night, and so I just figured I'd pop this in because, when you're super tired and you just really want to chill and just relax, this is the type of movie you put in. You don't put in, Mission Impossible or, something like that. Or The Town. No, you don't. This is the type of movie you put in. Just a very relaxed movie, very easy to watch, very funny, good movie. Alright, then I picked up Black Klansman. I hadn't seen this movie, but I've wanted to see it for a while. So I watched it, and I really enjoyed it. It's a very funny movie, very good acting, very good writing. A lot of good stuff. It's produced by Jordan Peele, too, which is very cool. Yeah, not sure what else to say. Very good, very funny. Glad to get it. Oh, and that was $13. They had it at Best Buy for $15 without the slipcover, but Target had it for $13 with the slipcover. So, once again, those slipcovers, they drive me crazy, Okay, so then I went to Second and Charles, picked up 4 titles. So first I got 22 Jump Street. Haven't seen this in a while. Really looking forward to rewatching it, though. Very funny movie. Very good sequel. And this was $3 on the discount rack. So, glad to get that. Trick or Treat. I was so happy when I found this. I was so excited. I've wanted to see this for so long. That's right. I haven't seen this movie yet. I know. That's right. I haven't seen it yet. I've wanted to see it for so long, though. I was determined to find it on Blu-ray, out and about. I finally found it at Second and Charles. Thank God for Second and Charles. I never see this movie anywhere. I never see it anywhere. Nowhere. Not even pawn shops. But I finally found it, Second and Charles, for $7.65. I looked online, and the price online, it's $15 at Best Buy. I think it's like 15. I think it's like 10 at Target, maybe 10 on Amazon. So I figured $7.65, good price for that. But I probably would have picked it up regardless, because I am excited to see this movie. I might watch it tonight. I'm so excited to see this. Alright. Sausage Party. That's right. I saw this, I think I've seen this a couple times. Very funny movie. Just hilarious movie. And I find it interesting that they put rated R on the cover. Because you don't usually see that. You don't usually see a banner that says rated R on the cover of movies. Sorry, my throat is really dry. But I think, because I was wondering, I was like, well, is there an unrated version? Because that would kind of make sense if they have one that says rated R and then an unrated version. I looked online, there's no unrated version. So I'm pretty sure the reason they put that there is so parents don't think this is a kid's movie. I'm sure I'm like 100% on the money there, because it's just odd, You never see rated R on movie covers. Alright. Sorry. So next I picked up The Big Short slipcover. Really glad to get this. It was $13. The thing is, it's 10 at Target, but it doesn't have the slipcover. And yeah, so I basically paid $3 for a piece of paper. But that's what I'm talking to you guys about. Just these slipcovers, man. They draw me in. I don't know. And but I'm really glad to get this movie. I recently picked up Vice, so I'm really looking forward to watching this again. I had to get this movie. So, saw this in the theaters and I loved it. Really great performances from the whole cast. Love me some Christian Bale, And Steve Carell is also very funny in this movie. So, really good writing. Great movie. Okay. We're on to the last titles. These were picked up yesterday. Yesterday I did some pawn shop hunting. I think I went to about 4 different pawn shops. And I picked up some good stuff. Let's see. First one, I picked up 21 Jump Street. That's right, I was looking for this. I got 22 Jump Street, They had 21 at Second and Charles, but it was about $8, I think. And I thought, you know, tomorrow I'm going to go to some pawn shops. I'm sure I can find it at pawn shops. And I'm pretty sure I saw a copy of this at every single pawn shop I went to. Or at least like 3 of them. You know, this was a very popular pawn shop film, apparently. And, but yeah, I got this for $4 at the first pawn shop. So, watched it last night. Loved it. Hilarious movie. Hadn't seen it in a couple years, but still love it. Still hilarious. So, really glad to get that. Then I picked up A Million Ways to Die in the West. I already had this movie. I know, you might remember from my Blu-ray update videos, I did already have this movie, but I traded it. I decided to trade it. I think I sold it to a pawn shop. And then lately, once I saw Ted, you know, I got Ted and then I watched it. And I've been watching a lot of Family Guy lately, so I've been on a Seth MacFarlane kick lately. And I wanted to watch this movie, and I had forgotten that I traded it. I was looking through my collection, and I couldn't find it. And I just remembered, oh, I traded it! How could I do such a thing? It's Seth MacFarlane. It may not be the funniest movie, you know. It may be kind of middling, but it's Seth MacFarlane. I'm a sucker for anything Seth MacFarlane. I think the dude is absolutely hilarious. I think he's maybe he's ahead of his time. I don't know, maybe. But yeah, just hilarious dude. Good movie. Alright, Cloverfield for $4. I got 10 Cloverfield Lane not too long ago, so I had to pick this up. I'm going to watch this very soon here. I need to watch it again because I talked about last time that I talked about last time I watched this once and it made me dizzy, made me sick. So I need to watch it again and see if it still has that effect on me. Hopefully not. But this is a pretty good movie though, so glad to get that. Notorious. Haven't seen this movie yet, but it's a music biopic about the Notorious B.I.G., Christopher Wallace. And I'm a big music biopic fan. I love music biopics. I'm a big rap fan, for those of you that don't know. I actually have I bought this t-shirt at a rap concert. And so I figured it'd be worth a watch, you know. It was $4. It's got pretty mixed reviews, but I'm kind of a sucker for music biopics, I'll be honest. So I figured I'd give that a watch. I like The Doors, the Oliver Stone film, just to give you an example. A lot of critics are mixed on that one. Okay, lastly, this is the last pickup. Really excited about this one. I found for $5 Aqua Teen Hunger Force Volume 1. If you haven't seen this show, I recommend you check it out. Hilarious show. Just really great show. This is a pretty big part of my childhood. I know it's kind of weird to say because it's a very adult show, but I used to watch Adult Swim when I was a kid. And this was one of my favorites, definitely. So, I'm sorry. I was really excited to find this because, you know, I really want to collect these Aqua Teen Hunger Force volumes. I've really wanted to collect them for a while now. But the thing is, every time I find them at pawn shops, the box is always torn or, you know, just damaged. But this one isn't too bad. It has a couple little frays on the corners there, but it's actually in very, very good condition. So I was surprised to see that, and I knew I had to have it once I saw it. So picked it up, started watching it. You know, really love this show. Just hilarious, brings the nostalgia. So glad to get that. All right, so that's it for our haul today, folks. As always, I'll be coming back within the next couple weeks with another Blu-ray update, and who knows, along the way I might have some more videos for you. Who knows, we'll see. But thank you all for watching. I'll see you next time.